It would be an absolute abnegation of duty if he conceded right now. There is no reason to do it. The process will have to play out in the courts. Joe Biden, by the way, was going to do this same thing. If somehow the machines worked differently and Joe Biden were the one who were down a little bit right now, you know that he would be pushing this in courts. He hired 600 lawyers to litigate this a few months ago. Hillary Clinton said that Joe Biden should concede under no circumstances, including a clear Trump victory. So no, I don't think Donald Trump should concede. Do you remember the 2000 presidential election? Do you remember Bush v. Gore? Al Gore, who had no case, by the way. His case was so weak, it was only in one state, and there was no evidence of fraud. Al Gore dragged that process out for 38 days. What are we in right now? Day 5 or something like that? Day 6? No way should President Trump let this go in fewer than 38 days. The liberals right now and the concern troll faux conservatives are in this push for Trump to concede in the name of healing and patriotism and dignity. Give me a break. There's nothing dignified in rolling over when we have evidence of at least certain illegal actions that harmed the integrity of our election, at least in Philadelphia, a crucial state. No way. But of course, the squishes want to come out and concede the election on Trump's behalf. So Jeb, I think is how you say it, 2 exclamation points. He tweeted out, quote, "Congratulations to President-elect Biden. I have prayed for our president most of my adult life. I will be praying for you and your success. Now is the time to heal deep wounds. Many are counting on you to lead the way." I think it's perfectly right to pray for the president, the current president, Donald Trump, and for his opponent, Joe Biden. It's good to pray for those who persecute you. It's good to pray for the crooked election workers in Philadelphia even. Doesn't mean we need to roll over and acquiesce to their nefarious actions or pretend that Joe Biden is the president-elect when he's not. Something tells me Jeb Bush did not vote for Donald Trump. Just a hunch. Something tells me he may have very likely voted for Joe Biden. So this is now being portrayed in the media as this wonderful graciousness from that Republican, that conservative Jeb Bush. How wonderful. We should all follow his example. I don't think so. I think Jeb Bush is very likely happy that Joe Biden may have beaten Donald Trump. I guess we just don't know. We're going to find out later. And fair enough, Jeb Bush took it pretty hard from Donald Trump. Probably without Jeb, there's no President Trump because Jeb was the foil for President Trump. So I get it. The guy has a personal beef with him. Okay. Doesn't mean the rest of us should roll over. Mitt Romney, same goes for him. Mitt Romney tweets out, "Ann and I extend our congratulations to President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. We know both of them as people of goodwill and admirable character. We pray that God may bless them in the days and years ahead." Yeah, I pray that God may bless them too. As we all do, I pray for all these miserable sinners that we see here on earth, ourselves included. However, we don't congratulate these people as the president and vice president-elect because they are not yet that thing. I love this idea. We know both of them as people of goodwill and admirable character. Joe Biden is the most notorious liar in the United States, and he has been since 1988 when he had to drop out of the election for lying. Joe Biden said that Donald Trump is a racist. He started his campaign on a lie, the lie that Trump called Nazis fine people at Charlottesville. Never happened. Put that one away with the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny. It simply isn't true. Joe Biden lied and slandered a man who was involved in that tragic car accident that involved Joe Biden's wife, but he lied about it. The man, it haunted him his whole life. There was no evidence that the man had done anything wrong. It was just a terrible accident. And yet after the man died, Joe Biden said he was a drunk driver. I mean, vicious, pathological lies. I don't think Joe Biden's a particularly good guy. I think Joe Biden sues nuns, and he's going to sue nuns again. He's promised to do it because they won't pay for abortion drugs. I think Joe Biden supports abortion on demand, taxpayer funded. I don't think he's a good guy at all. And frankly, I don't think Mitt Romney's a very good guy. We have this line on the right where we say, "Oh, Mitt Romney, poor Mitt. He was so maligned in 2012, in particular by Joe Biden, who said that Mitt Romney wants to put black people in chains." Neither here nor there. Oh, poor Mitt. He was such a good man. What a good man Mitt was. And his character was besmirched by the Democrats. How is he a good man? He's another notorious liar in politics. He flip-flopped on every single issue his whole life. He always went for expediency. When he was running for Senate against Teddy Kennedy, he said that he was not a Republican during the time of Reagan-Bush. He completely disavowed Ronald Reagan and pretended to be an independent. He described himself as very pro-choice, defended abortion. Then he invented Obamacare. Remember that one? He invented Obamacare. And then he attacked an actual conservative who ran for president, Donald Trump, even after groveling for his endorsement in 2012. I don't think Mitt Romney's a particularly good guy either. I think I've had enough of this idea that Donald Trump is this awful, terrible man with so many unique character flaws, not like those good people, Mitt Romney. Give me a break. I'm not saying Donald Trump is pure as the newly driven snow. But frankly, I think he's much more honest and has greater political humility than any of these clowns. And so, no, I don't think we need to follow their wonderful, gracious example. The Romney problem really drives me nuts. I have to tell you, that was another one. I don't want to say I told you so. Don't want to say I was Nostradamus here. However, I had Mitt Romney's number from the very beginning. Back in 2012, I worked for 2 of Mitt Romney's primary opponents because I knew Mitt was going to be a complete disaster as the Republican nominee and probably not a very good president if he got elected. And that was absolutely correct. I hope you enjoyed that short segment from the Michael Knowles Show. Be sure to check out the full episode linked in the description or download the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts.